I don't even know what to say. I ain't been on this channel in so long. I mean, I got like fucking 2 subscribers. But I decided to put up a new video. Um, and I'm about to talk about Star Wars. I know it's dark as fuck and I don't got no good lighting, but that's not the point of the video. If anybody's seen Star Wars, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for myself. I'm upset. I want to cry. I'm just like if I could fight George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, if I can get them the hands, I could do it. I would do it. But I'm gonna just go in on this movie and I'm gonna just try and make it short so I'm not, yo, this movie was trash, bro. This movie, like, okay, so we're gonna start off with Force Awakens and we're gonna go through the trilogies so I can make points that are valid about this movie without losing anybody. So okay, you get Rey. She's this new character and she's on Jakku, and basically she a bum bitch. She don't know how to do nothing. Like she just surviving. I no disrespect to Daisy Ridley. I'm just tight at this movie. I thought she was actually good in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like she was as a character, like she was trash, but her acting was decent. She has like a aura about her that is likable. But so yeah, introducing her on Force Awakens as just being like some basic bum, like how Luke and Anakin was, slave, whatever you want to call it. That was I. And then they start turning this bitch into Jesus. She could do whatever the fuck she wants. Like, forget the fact that Kylo Ren is trained by an actual Jedi master and has some skill in the Force and with lightsaber dueling. But I mean, she can beat his ass. Like none of that matters anymore. And like so now I'm gonna jump to Rise of Skywalker. Okay. Um yeah, the movie starts off, she's turned into the Dalai Lama of the Force. This bitch is out here floating with rocks around her and shit. Like she about a good 18 hours into learning how to use the Force, maybe a couple days, and yeah, she done mastered it already. And spoiler alert, yeah, she done fucking it's like she's the she's the granddaughter of Palpatine. Why they bring this motherfucker back? Don't give me the lion. I feel bad for Anakin. You died for nothing, my nigga. I'm sorry for you. Um, but yeah, he's back and he's hooked up to this machine like Madara was. He never really died. That's like the new wave. Like characters that's supposed to be dead never really die no more. So he's the manipulation behind all of this Snoke shit and Kylo going to the dark side or whatever. And he got a granddaughter now. Who the baby mama? I don't fucking know. The parents, they look like some slaves too, and then they end up just being killed. They don't even explain. We don't even know the parents' names, but that's alright. That's cool. So now she's basically like the new Anakin, but with the power at level 100 from the beginning. And like we going like to go into detail. Like I don't want to spoil the whole shit, but I'm gonna spoil a lot of it, because I'm just ranting. To go into detail, when she's fighting Kylo Ren in the movie, um, even though it looks like he's not really trying, she's doing way too well for it to be like her second lightsaber duel. And then she ends up almost killing this motherfucker. She stabs him. And another spoiler alert, like Leia fucking dies. Like Leia dies, but we not mad because she died. Because, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Like, great actress. But the way she dies is dumb. Like Luke dies projecting his spirit across space and time. Leia dies by using the Force to audibly be heard by her son saying his name, Ben. And then the girl just fucking dies. Like she fucking dies. And then for some reason, her dying makes him want to go to the light side, or makes him go to the light side. And he drops his lightsaber and gets shanked, like jailhouse shanked with his own shit. Um, and he's about to die. He's just laying there. And then, let me see. Rey decides to, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna call it Deus Ex Machina. That type of shit. just put her hand on this motherfucker and like, yeah, you back alive, my nigga. Like, you're not hurt. The hole is gone. You good. So this shit gets in his, I guess you want to call it TIE fighter or whatever, some shit. It immediately goes to this Sith planet or whatever. I like that they did that. That they had like some Sith planet and there's like this whole Sith following and shit over there. That was cool. I thought that was decent. But she goes over there to like confront like the Sith Lord. Like this is I'm gonna just be honest with you. This was a radical feminist fucking hormone driven movement because you don't go from fighting Kylo Ren. He's like half a Vader, okay, to going to fight the person that enslaved Vader for 20 something years and basically trapped him in a suit of pain and suffering. You don't just go get up and try to go fight him. But of course she can do what she wants. She's a female. She can do what the fuck she want now because now there's no story arcs for any female driven characters anymore. We just starting off at level 100 with these bitches now. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that shit. Okay, so she goes out there and fucking, is trying to find him and shit. And of course she ends up finding him. And this motherfucker's tied up to this machine, never really died. We don't even really like hear much from him about how he didn't die or anything like that. But basically he's the ultimate bad guy. Tries to convince her to go to the dark side. Kylo Ren being having a change of heart and being, the good character now. He is racing to save fucking Ren and shit. Rey, and then we come across him fighting the Knights of Ren. Now, the Knights of Ren have been with us for 3 movies. I still don't know what these motherfuckers look like. Never heard their voices, nothing. They just like, like in Transformers, you get those random robots. That's what they was. They was just some random motherfucking robots that was just around. Like, they don't have voices. They don't have personalities. And these are supposed to be Kylo Ren's niggas. And like, he started fighting these niggas immediately. Like, none of them decide, okay, you know what, we gonna stand by our dude. None of them decide, maybe let's talk about it. They just start fighting and beating him up. And that also bothered me too, because even though they were trained as Jedi and they left the temple as well after Luke and Kylo Ren fell out, you got Kylo Ren, he's the grandson of one of the most powerful Sith lords. I think he should have been washing them even without the lightsaber. That's another thing. He didn't have his lightsaber, so he's just getting washed. Like, they put in the spin cycle on this motherfucker. And then, okay, this movie is, they are trying to like make the Force into magic, and I'm gonna tell you why. They had the most ultimate magic trick. You know how like when SpongeBob, he did the little shit with the finger, and he had, you know what I'm saying, like when he had like tried to make his finger disappear type shit. They got that like Force connection bullshit, right? So they can literally transport matter across space and time by having that connection. So, she's fighting with the lightsaber, and then let's go back into the throne room with Sidious and shit. He's trying to tell Rey, yeah, strike me down. If you do, your hatred will, my soul will go into you and the Sith will live forever. Which is bullshit because, Vader struck him down and then Vader died. So shouldn't his soul have died with Vader if that's the case, if you strike him down in anger? But let me not go into that because, look, common sense does not belong here in Star Wars universe. But, yeah, basically she's about to strike him down and she puts the fucking, you see my hand? I'm black as fuck. But she puts the lightsaber behind her head, and when she pulls it back out, her hand is like this. She ain't got no lightsaber. And then Kylo Ren, he got the lightsaber, and he start fucking slicing. He's butchering these motherfuckers, turning them niggas into cold cuts. And then he comes in there, right? So we're like, oh, this nigga got a blue lightsaber now. He got his grandfather lightsaber, and he's about to wash motherfuckers. Like, soon as he comes in there, like, he get his shit blown back by Sidious. Like, boom, blown back, thrown into a hole. Okay? And no, actually, I'm lying. That's not what happened. Sidious uses these motherfuckers to revive himself. Like, that bothered the shit out of me. Like, okay, you got this dark side power where Plagueis described it as, he can keep himself from dying or keep people from dying, but he didn't save himself type shit. But basically to extend your longevity. and this nigga's hooked up to machines. He's like a corpse basically, and all it took was two motherfuckers to come in there to like what do you sell? You sell out here? You need two motherfuckers, a girl and a boy, you know, Android 17, 18 type shit, and you in your perfect form now. So that's what he does. He absorbs their power and then takes and throws Kylo in the garbage basically. Um which I thought was cool because like the way that he threw him, you know, it was like it was a callback to like when Vader threw him down that shaft. That was decent. That could have been in the movie. That was fine. I'm not mad he got thrown into a fucking hole. A blue hole at that. Like it looked like the reactor of the Death Star. Well, it didn't look like the reactor, but it was blue. So I understand the callback there. But okay, so he absorbed their power. He became Perfect Cell. I mean, Perfect Sidious. And then he starts shooting lightning. Now I see him do this in the comic books. He can make four storms. That's decent. He starts shooting lightning at the sky, fucking these motherfuckers up, man. Like he done like all the spaceships is falling out the sky. Nobody really dies though. That's the funny shit. I don't think I see not one X-wing anything blow up. But that's fine. But then the nigga starts like shooting the lightning at Rey, right? So Rey, her and Mace Windu must got each other's number. Like they must force talk all the time because she does the Mace Windu and stops the force lightning. It must be something about these lightsabers where no matter how powerful the force lightning is, you can stop it with the lightsaber. But she starts stopping it with the lightsaber, and he does the same shit that got him all wrinkly and fucked up and dehydrated and like he need lotion, he needs some milk type shit. Like he does the same thing to her. He uses the other hand and powers up the lightning, and then that's when she turns into Jesus. She takes the lightsabers and like crosses them and shoots this shit back at him. Boom, he's gone. Credits roll, done. Oh no, the credits didn't roll first. It's more garbage a little bit. It's a little bit more garbage. So okay, now it's time for Kylo Ren to have his redemption. Now Kylo Ren, I don't hate him. I think he's decent. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason he's powerful. He got trained. He's Luke Skywalker's son. I mean not son, Luke Skywalker's nephew. He's Luke Skywalker's nephew and shit. He was trained. He's of Skywalker blood. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But at least he got the training there. He done slayed a few niggas with that shit. He can do whatever he do. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for his redemption. So he comes and he does. You know he. I don't want to say he turned into Jesus because nah. I don't know what the fuck he did, but I know he did the same shit Rey did, but it didn't work out the same way. He revives her and then dies. Like Rey revived him from the dead or from a mortal wound, and she doesn't even lose a hair, nothing. He revives her from the dead. He fucking dies. But I guess it's like a life for a life. She didn't bring him back to life per se. She just healed his wound. But still, I thought it was dumb. And then yeah, credits roll. That's it. Like Star Wars was trash. Then it seemed like they was trying to have like do like this whole cultural appropriation shit with the black people because they got Finn. You know he black. Then they introduce another black bitch. And then they bring back Lando, and now it's Black People Unite, which is okay if you're in Wakanda, but this is Star Wars. I don't care about racial issues and whatever they was trying to do right there. It was dumb, and plus it was like Finn and the black bitch. They runaways, so I guess this is like some type of runaway slave type esque. They throwing shade, maybe. Yeah, I'm not trying to be like funny or nothing. I thought it was something funny there. And then at the end, the bitch goes and talks to Lando. He's like, girl, where you from? Like he trying to get some ass. And then she's like, I don't know. He's like, I guess you're gonna have to find out. So basically, it's gonna be an all black adventure in the next episode of fucking Star Wars or whatever. But that's cool. And then another thing that really bothered me is like, yo, my man. Finn, shout out to John Boyega. You actually pretty decent at what you do. I hope you get more roles. Everybody else, I don't want to fucking see y'all no more. I want him to get more roles. He's kind of decent. You know what I'm saying? He got like a young type of like Idris Elba maybe esque vibe to him, but I could be wrong. But like he he don't get the bitch. Like Ray kisses Kylo Ren before he dies, and I'm like, but you know that's kind of realistic because you know niggas that be chasing the bitch and treat the bitch right and shit, they always get dog. So I can understand that. That shit happen all the time, you know. But like you know, in the movie, you kind of want to see him get the girl, but God forbid they put a white man, I mean a white woman and a black man together on TV. Like yo, that's gonna be some cross burnings right there. But like that that shit, you know, that shit pissed me off. And then like they introduced this other bitch with Poe, like he got like a little side piece. We don't even get to see the bitch face. You know what I'm saying? They don't even kiss, and then like that's it. Like that's it. That's like the whole movie. Like um they I'm backtracking, you know, like okay, Chewbacca was supposed to die, but he didn't really die. C3PO was supposed to like die with his memory bank getting wiped. It didn't really happen. Um, yeah, so we get a whole bunch of fake outs, like nobody dies, you know, nothing except Kylo Ren, where nobody really cares because we just ready to get the fuck up out the theater. And then you know, um, yeah, it was a trash movie, bro. I will never ever watch another Star Wars movie again. I've been a Star Wars fan for probably about 20 years. I remember when fucking Attack of the Clones came out. I went to go see that shit the day it came out, and you know, I'm like 7 at the time, and then Episode 3 came out, and I mean, like back then, those movies were everything because that's where I started at. But as I got older and actually appreciated writing, I know that those movies aren't perfect, but now those shits look like a 10 out of 10 compared to everything else that this fucking trilogy did. But you know, fuck this movie, fuck Star Wars, fuck George Lucas, fuck Disney for fucking up Star Wars, fuck Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, they all could just lay under a steamroller right now and just lay in traffic. All right, I'm out.